If you are a lucky user of the Nikon Z system, you now have 6 alternatives for your standard zooms. But these lenses have very different specifications and use cases, and more choice means it is more difficult to decide which lens is good for your needs. Are you an amateur photographer, an expert, or a professional? Do you look for the perfect travel lens? Do you own an APS-C, cropped sensor Z camera? Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we will be looking at the 6 standard zoom full-frame mirrorless lenses created by Nikon for the Z system. Watching this video will save you a lot of time and is completely free. So sit back and relax. So let's start with 2 bright and fast lenses, the Nikkor Z 24-70mm f2.8s and the Nikkor Z 28-75mm f2.8. Both lenses are excellent, and will deliver beautiful images in low light situations. At f2.8 you can better highlight the subject with a shallow depth of field, the famous bokeh. Though both lenses have the same aperture and pretty much the same zoom range, they differ immensely in price, from $1,200 to $2,400 US. Why that? The S in the name of the 24-70mm f2.8s version means it is a premium lens. Built like a tank, it has superior performance and definition, and sophisticated functionalities such as 2 autofocus drive units, flare and aberrations correction, digital display and programmable buttons. It delivers pristine image quality. With a focal range starting at 24mm instead of 28mm, it is also a bit wider, which matters for landscape photography. So if you are absolutely looking for the best optical quality and if money is no issue, then this is the lens for you. On the other hand, if you want an f2.8 aperture without breaking the bank, in a lighter body and with a smaller focusing distance, then the 28-75mm f2.8 version also produces beautiful images and is an excellent choice. In conclusion, unless you are a professional, it is quite difficult to justify the 2 times more expensive price point of the S version. Oh, before we move on to the other zooms, quite some work was put into that video. So if you want to help and encourage us, please click like and subscribe. Let's now look at 2 relatively cheap, but very credible zooms. Here we compare the 24-70mm f4s and the 24-200mm f4 to f6.3 VR lenses together. They both have a similar weight, build quality and price, which make the comparison between those 2 lenses extremely interesting. The S in the name of the 24-70mm f4s version highlights it is considered by Nikon as a premium lens. It delivers uncanny sharpness, vibrance and even lighting across the entire frame. The VR in the name of the 24-200mm version stands for vibration reduction, i.e. in-lens stabilisation. It is an immensely versatile all-in-one zoom in a single, lightweight grab-and-go lens. Looking at functionalities, interestingly the 24-70mm version is labeled with the S of premium lenses, but the build quality and the coating are very comparable between the 2 lenses. The key advantages of the 24-70mm version are its constant f4 aperture, which is useful if you plan to shoot in low light conditions or want the shallower bokeh, and its smaller minimum focus distance. In contrast, the advantages of the 24-200mm version has a much longer zoom range, and the vibration reduction. But you will get the f4 aperture only for a limited focal range, from 24 to 35mm. As a result, the 24-70mm version excels for its optical quality and smaller dimensions, which make it an ideal lens for daily and landscape photography, whereas the 24-200mm version is ideal for travel and daily photography. Both lenses will fulfill the expectations of both amateur and expert photographers, no doubt about that. I had to choose, and I did personally go for the 24-200mm version due to the extended focal range and stabilisation. For those concerned about shooting in low light conditions, you could consider coupling this zoom with a fast prime lens such as the 28mm f2.8 or the 40mm f2, and then you are set. Users of APS-C format cameras complain about the limited choice of DX lenses. DX stand for APS-C in Nikon's world. You should look very carefully at this 24-200mm version as the only full-frame lens with vibration reduction. Indeed, you can mount this full-frame lens onto cropped sensor cameras such as the Z50, Z30 or ZFC, and enjoy a 2-axis stabilisation. This will give you a huge 36-300mm equivalent focal range. So if you couple it with the 16-50mm kit zoom, then your range will cover almost any situations. This makes the 24-200mm version a very good alternative to the also excellent 50-250mm or to the newest 18-140mm APS-C version, especially if you plan to switch to a full-frame camera in the future. We won't spend a lot of time on the 24-50mm f4 6.3 version, which is the cheapest lens of the 6 lenses, because it is by far the least interesting. Of course, it has a good optical quality, as any Z lens, and it is cheap. But its zoom range is too narrow compared to other zooms, and it will not give you the versatility you can expect from a zoom. To conclude on this one, if you got it as a kit lens together with the Nikon Z5 camera, it is fine. Otherwise, we suggest you just skip this lens. This review wouldn't be complete without the fantastic 24-120mm f4S version. This lens covers a versatile all-purpose zoom range together with premium S-line optics, a constant f4 aperture, close focusing, robust weather sealing and superior resolution, all in a compact, travel-friendly package. I personally used it on a Z7 Mark II. They balance so well together and deliver so beautiful images. The cropping possibilities are so huge on a 47 million pixels sensor. Look at my picture before and after cropping. You can crop massively and still retain a perfect quality. What a combo! What a joy! In terms of functionalities, it is so complete and well balanced that it compares well against any of the 5 other standard zooms in this review. Price-wise, it is only $100 more expensive than the 24-70mm f4S, but it offers a significantly longer range. At 630 grams, its weight is okay. At 35 centimeters, it has a small focusing distance. It has the second largest focal range of the 6, only surpassed by the 24-200mm version. Its build construction is rock solid, as expected from an S-line lens. In fact, it compares very well against any of the other lenses, on any characteristics. More than an excellent compromise, a very strong proposal. It excels in 3 types of photography: portrait with its f4 aperture, landscape for its beautiful definition, and day for its large focal range and low weight combo. Only the 24-70mm f2.8S version does better in 6 types of photography. It will for sure fulfill your expectations, whether you are an amateur, an expert, or a professional. The 24-120mm f4S version represents the best compromise between quality and versatility. It is the one lens that rules them all, and our overall winner of this competition. Congratulations Nikon for producing such a beauty. It is well surrounded with 3 other lenses. The 24-200mm version, the king of travel that APS-C users will also love. The 24-70mm f2.8, which is the highest quality lens ever created by Nikon. And the 28-75mm f2.8, which presents an excellent value for money. About the very qualitative 24-70mm f4S version, why does not appear here? It now lacks a key differentiating advantage and is now penalized by the large choice available. This ends our review. We hope this video has helped you identify the best lens for your needs. We thank you very much for your support to our channel.